This is about the broom on the roof.
Broom on the roof.
Broom on the broom.
Rồi, room on the broom. Ok, nào, room.
Broom.
Nào, spell.
R-O-O.
Nào, R-O-O.
R-O-O.
Gì nữa? M.
M.
Room on the broom. Broom đâu? Broom đây.
Broom.
Rồi.
And there's an ugly old witch. There's an ugly old witch and a magic wand.
And a cat. Alright. Room on the broom. Ready? The witch had a cat and a hat that was black. Okay? A long ginger hair in a braid down her back. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on the broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly it blew off the
Hat.
Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bowed a dog with hat in his jaws. He dropped it blindly, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, I am a dog, as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog
Why the
like
dog
me?
is going with them?
Because the dog is so nice, so kind. The dog found the hat for the witch, and the dog asked to ride on the broom with the witch and the cat. Yes, cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forest they flew. The dog waved his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and hung on to her hat, but away blew the broom. Away blew the broom.
The broom.
But away blew the bow from her braid, just like that. Đây này, bao đây này. Thấy chưa? It fell off. See? So, con gì đấy?
Owl.
Owl. Okay, and they searching for the bow. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree, with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with the bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said as the witch tied her braid in the bow, I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me? Yes, cried the witch, so the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoops, they were gone. Thông minh lắm.
Thông minh là gì?
Thông minh là smart. Rất smart và xinh. Rồi, tiếp tục nha. Over the ridge and the rivers they flew. The birds shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clapped her bow, but let go of her magic wand. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no one could be found. So how many people and animals on the broom?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Đúng rồi.
1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, from out of the pond, lived a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely and set it with a crook, as the witch dried the wand on the fold of her cloak. I am a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom like a frog like me? Yes, said the witch. So the frog marched on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoops, they were
Gone.
over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy, and what? The broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog.
Why she's doing that?
She cried. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch half broomstick flew into the cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. Oh, that's a
Dragon.
I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and which with French fries tasted delicious to me. No, cried the witch. Fly higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. Help, cried the witch, flying down to the ground.
Is she nice to me?
She nice what?
Is the witch nice or mean?
Nè, xuống đây để tập trung vào đây. Đọc.
Is it nice or mean?
Nice or mean?
Is the witch nice or mean?
Nice or mean?
Is it nice or mean?
Nice or mean?
Yeah. Nice?
Or mean. I think she's nice. She clumsy. She very clumsy. She dropped things like a hat, like a bow, like a magic wand. But she nice when the animals helping her. Okay, and she let them try the broomstick with her, and that's the reason why it's too heavy, and it snapped the broomstick in half, right? Okay, so help, cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near with a lean gleam in his eye, and said, "Just this one I have witch without fries." But just as he planned to begin on his fist, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and fur, and 4 frightened hands.
Oh, Daddy, what happened?
She passed out.
Because why?
She fainted because the dragon scared her, and the dragon trying to eat her. So the animals, her friends, pretend to be a monster to scare the dragon. Yeah. So it had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. It had terrible voice when it started to speak. It was a growl and growl and croak and shriek. It drifted and it squeaked and it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Burst on, that's my witch." The dragon drew back and he started to shake. "I'm sorry," he spluttered. "I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wing and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog, down climbed the cat, and foo said the dog. And "Thank you, oh thank you," the grateful witch cried. "Without you, I would be in that dragon inside." Okay? Then She filled up her cauldron and said with the green, "Try something, everyone. Throw something in." So the frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well. While she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Zickety, zickety, zackety, zoom! Then out rose what? A truly magnificent broom, see? With seat for the witch, and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird.
Why so cozy?
And poo for the frog. Yes, cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoops, they were.
Gone.
Đúng rồi, they were.
Daddy, can you? Why so cozy?
So cozy?
Yeah.
This is a sofa. That's the truly magnificent broom. Okay.
Can I have last one?
Okay, you got another one. Last one. My baby girl. Peter Rabbit? It's okay? No? Wait. Chop, nhanh lên. Okay, sit down. Today you wanna do just two? That's the last one? You tired? Okay.
I want to read the shoes.
Okay. The snail and the whale. Snail đâu? Snail đâu? Where's the snail? Yeah, whale đâu? Yeah. Now, let's spell snail.
I'm done of doing that.
Okay. This is the tail. Excuse you. This is the tail of a tiny snail and a great big gray blue humpback whale. A good gray blue humpback whale.
Where?
Where's the whale? I don't know. But I see the snail. See? This is a rock as black as soot, and this is a snail with an itchy foot. The sea snail spit over the rock and gazed at sea and sheep in the dark. And as she gazed, she sniffed and sighed. The sea is deep and the world is wide. How I long to sail, said the tiny snail.
It's a tiny nail.
Nice snail, right? So, these are other snails in the flock who all stuck tied to the smooth black rock, and said to the snail with the itchy foot, "Be quiet, don't wiggle, sit still, stay put." But the tiny sea snail sniffed and sighed, then cried, "I've got it, I hit a ride." This is the trail of the tiny snail, a silvery trail that looped and curled, and said, "Ride wanted around the world." Ride wanted around the world. See? This is the whale who
Live in the
came.
nail.
Huh?
Live in the nail.
Live in the ocean? Huh?
No, live in the nail.
Snail? Snail?
No, nail.
Nail? The whale?
No, the nail.
The nail? So this is a whale who came one night. Then when the tide was high and the stars were bright, a humpback whale immersed its long, who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering eyes and coral caves and shooting star and enormous waves. And this is the tale of a humpback whale. He held it down in the starry sea and said to the snail, "Come sail with me." This is the sea, so wild and free, that carried the whale and the snail on his tail to towering iceberg and far off land. Land của con gì đây?
Penguin.
And
Really.
hả?
Really.
Seal.
Silly. Oh.
Okay. with fiery fountains and golden sand. These are waves that arch and crash, that foam and frolic and spray and splash the tiny snail on the tail of the whale. Okay? These are the caves beneath the waves, where colorful fish with fiery fins and sharks with hideous toothed grins swam past the whale and the snail on his
tail.
That's right. See the sky so vast and high, sometimes sunny and blue and warm, sometimes filled with thunderstorm, with zigzag lightning flashing and frightening the tiny snail on the tail of the whale. And she gazed at the sky, the sea, the land, the waves and the caves and the golden sand. She gazed and gazed, amazed by it all, and she said to the whale, I feel so small. But then came the day the whale lost his way. These are the speedboats running a race, ziggling and zooming all over the place, upsetting the whale with their ear-splitting roar, making him swim too close to the shore. Oh, poor the whale này, thương không? This is the tide, the slipping away. He was stranded on the shore. See the whale? It's stuck. Okay? It's okay. I deal with it later. Okay? Let's finish the book first. Okay? And this is the whale. Thôi không sao. It's okay. Grace, này. Don't do that. Eva, hey. And this is the whale lying beached in the bay. Quick, off the sand, back to the sea, cried the snail. I can't move on land, I'm too big, moaned the whale. The snail felt helpless and terribly small. Then I've got it, she cried and started to crawl. Yeah, I must not fail, said the tiny snail. This is the bell on the school in the bay, ringing the children from their play. This is the teacher holding her chalk, telling the class, sit straight, don't talk. This is the board as black as soot. And this is the snail with itchy boot. This is the snail with itchy foot. A snail, the teachers turned pale. Look, say the children, is leaving a trail. This is the trail of a tiny snail, a silvery trail saying, save the what?
Snail.
Save the whale. The whale stuck on the shore, remember? Remember? Here. See? So the snail, where the snail? The snail is a friend. He's trying to help his friend, a whale, get back to the ocean, okay? These are the children running from school, fetching the firemen, dripping a pool. See? They make a pool. Squirting and spraying to keep the whale cool. Okay? This is the tide coming into the bay. And these are the villages shouting hooray as the whale and the snail travel safely away. Okay? Look, back to the dog and the flock on the rock who said how time's flown and haven't you grown. And the whale and the snail told her wonderful tale of shimmering eyes and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves, and of how the snail, so small and frail, with her looping, curling, silvery trail, saved the life of the humpback whale. Then the humpback whale held out his tail, and on crawled snails after snail after snail. And they sank to the sea as they all set sail on the tail of the grey blue humpback whale. The end.
Can I have that?
Okay. That's it for today. Huh?
Last.
Last. Okay. Get another one. That's the last one.
Last will be
Last book.
to borrow the shoes.
Thôi, okay. Hey, it's okay, baby. We read two today. Go see mommy. Baby, go see mommy. Say, mommy, I'm done.